Hello, and welcome to Note to Self, a podcast where I interview myself, and yes, I mean myself, asking the questions that I usually ask inside my head. These interviews will not only help me understand and untangle the jumbled thoughts inside my mind, but this will also be a way for anyone listening to learn more about me and the problems the world throw at me. Problems that we all could probably relate to. So if you do end up listening to the complete end, please be open-minded and considerate when listening to, because this will be the raw thoughts straight from my mind and into your ears. The real inner thoughts of Manny. Enjoy. Okay, welcome everybody to the first episode of Note to Self. I am your host, Manny B. And today we'll have a special guest in the building, Manny himself. You know, the one and only myself. So, Manny, how are you doing? I'm good, a little stressed because, all these school assignments that are due soon, but I feel great. Thank you for having me. It's good to have you. And I definitely understand the stress that you're going through. Just hanging in. So, enough with the idle chit chat. Let's jump right into it. Who are you? Why should we care about you? And why should we even care about your inner thought? Who is Manny? No one special, I guess. Well, at least no one to be bragging about. Like, my name is Manny. I'm 21 years old. Currently going to Temple University as a MSP major, and I graduated from Creative and Performing Arts High School as a film major. Okay, but what else? Any relationships? Any hobbies? I guess my hobbies, would be, guess I'm just the same as any other guy, Love music, anime. Guess I'm a huge otaku. Love video games, and I've been dating my girlfriend for over 4 years now. Okay. Seem like a chill dude, but if you keep on referring to yourself as only a normal guy, then why are you here? Like, why are you even doing this interview with yourself right now? Because what it sounds like to me is that you're not really sure of yourself right now, because you're trying to make yourself sound not special, which is completely not the case, considering how this interview is now being recorded. So what's really up? What makes your mind different? What makes my mind different? I don't really know, I guess. Like, I really should say that I think of myself as special and as someone who knows what they're doing in life, but that's just simply not true. I should say I'm someone who plans to graduate high school, go to college, then start a production company with my friends from Kappa, but as I got older, I soon learned that might have been too big of a dream for someone without a real plan to go on. And why do you say that? I don't know. Like, I guess it just fizzled, I guess. How so? Come on, explain. Don't be shy. Like, you're literally talking to yourself right now. I don't know. I guess it's just something that just happened as I got older, but some friend groups just break apart over time. Like, I still love my crew, and I would do anything for them. Like, we even used to call ourselves the clique, but over the years, we all started getting busy for one another. Like, as we put our focus on our own things, to the point where having contact with each other just go completely down to zero, which is completely understandable. Yeah, because everybody is busy inside their own type of way. So my question for you now is, do you think your friendship is, the root of your problems at this point in life? Like, what's your thought on that? Nah. I don't know, maybe it's because I relied too much on my friendships to shape my future during a time where a lot was still uncertain. Because, like, mostly I was relying on the thought of, me and my friends staying a lot more in touch while in college, instead of not focusing on myself, which is what I really should have been doing. Like, I can't even blame them, because I know in some times I definitely sucked inside the friend category. because most of my teen years, I was mostly working on balancing school and work. So there would be a lot of times where I couldn't hang out or I couldn't often call. So I guess that really set myself up for failure. Yeah, I definitely feel that one because balancing those two main events in your life definitely do suck up a lot of your social life. But I feel like you have a lot more to talk about. What else? What else you think of this? I don't know. Like, I think another source of my problem is that the fact that maybe I held my friend group up to an impossible standard. Like such an impossible standard that it could not have happened unless I had everything figured out myself. Meaning that I should have made more time to finish a lot more of my scripts, plan hangouts, and possible shoot days. Because, thinking to myself, at the end of the day, why would my friends make time for me if I'm not putting in the effort to make time for them? Okay. I hear that, and I like the way you worded that one right there. So, that explains why you're now having an interview with yourself now, right? Sorry for sounding like a jerk, but at this point, you don't really have anyone to call for an interview or to help with a podcast. Right. So the only person who can help you now is yourself, at least for now. And this pandemic definitely is not helping anything right now. True. But yeah, I always wanted to be a part of an interview. So considering the resources that I do have, what better way to do it than with myself? But recently, especially during this pandemic times, COVID times, I feel kind of stuck. I haven't posted anything on YouTube channel lately. I can't film because I have no one to film. And I can't really record anything anymore because I simply just don't have the time. And yes, a lot of these problems could be solved by, just learning to time manage, but lately I just feel like I don't have the energy to produce. And a lot of those times, which is probably just me personally, but I feel like a lot of those times I just don't have anyone to talk to about these things, other than my girlfriend. And yes, my girl been such a huge help after I graduated, but sometimes I just feel like some problems she just won't fully understand either. More of a technological aspect about it. Right. Things problems that's going on inside classes or, potential projects, production type stuff. So, just to kill two birds with one stone, by doing this interview, it both motivates me to actually get up, actually get down, do the work. And it also allows me to actually talk out loud about my problems, let me self-reflect. Something that actually can help me. Self-meditation, right? Right. So, this interview is actually going to be the main drive that I'm going to use to get me out of this rut. Because, I have so much stuff that I just want to do. And I feel like right now I'm just wasting time. I got so many ideas, so many movies that I want to make. So many new podcast ideas that I be having inside my head. But I can't do those unless I focus on myself. If you understand what I mean. Yeah, I completely understand what you mean. So I understand how your mind is kind of working now. I understand how you have the creative know-how, the knowledge you need to get your career started. You just don't have the time and you don't have the energy to, go through it. So my question now is how do you plan on fixing that problem? What is your end goal in this? I guess my end goal is to just finish what I have finally started, get into the grooves of production making, producing a product that I truly love, even if others don't feel the same way, which will be the case inside some cases. But it's because I know that I have the imagination good enough to entertain others, just by looking back at the work that I helped inside high school, I know I can definitely, make my dream come in reality. I see the only problem is that I just was not hungry enough to chase my dreams. something that I really need to jump on if I plan on succeeding, which I really hope to do with this podcast and, you know, the future projects after it. And I know, like, it's going to be a long journey. It's going to be probably tough because I'm still going to be juggling school and work, but it's going to be fun. I can tell you that one. And, you know, if anybody wants to help join me inside my journey, then, you know, they're always welcomed. Nice. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, the future, not just this podcast, but also looking forward to, you know, the man that you become after this. Thank you. Okay, well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Manny, I want to thank you for coming here and sharing your thoughts. Thank you for letting me share. And I also want to thank all of the lovely listeners still listening to this podcast right now, because, you know, it really means a lot if you stayed through the conversation. So if you really like the conversations that I had today with myself, don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and to follow me on Instagram. Also, if you think someone else might be interested into this podcast, then don't forget to share. This has been Note to Self, Manny B, signing out. Peace!